Welcome to One Chemistry. Always do your best. Now let us see about 100 conversion in organic chemistry. Organic chemistry conversions are very complicated if you don't know the fundamentals. In this video we are given step-by-step solved problems. We are given as episode. So this is the first episode. We go by 5 problems per episode. Stay tuned. At first, the question 1 is like cycloalkene attached with carboxylic acid. Reagents are iodine and potassium iodide and base sodium carbonate. What will be the product? A, B, C and D. A and B what is really mean only differ in stereochemistry, and C and D are like new kind of product. D is just simple substitution. So here the two things are happening. For this kind of question you have to understand the question better as well as the answer. Here two things are possible. One is substitution and cyclization. So we will solve based on substitution and cyclization. Let us see the answer. Answer is A. Let us see why. Because in carboxylic acid, if you do iodine and Ki, it will have epoxide kind of cyclic ring formation. Iodine can be attached as a cyclic ring. The attachment can be above or below, but the end result will be same. You have to be consistent. That's it. Then you have to use base, which is sodium carbonate, which will make COO minus, which is a nucleophile. So what really happens is COO minus can attack from the back side of the iodine. It breaks the cyclopropyl bond. So what really happening here is cyclization happen. Kind of lactone formation will be there. So since it is a backside attack, oxygen will go below, iodine will go above. Why the backside attack? Since iodine is very bigger, the rich negative charge cannot attack from the same side. So iodine will go above, oxygen will go below. It can be below or above, anything possible, but both will result same. If iodine above, oxygen below means hydrogen definitely upside. That's why question is A. Here you can start from bottom side attack or top side attack. End result will be same. You have to imagine the molecule very perfectly. The next question given as bicyclo compound where epoxide is there and the reagent is the nucleophile, which is phenyl sulfide, kind of phenol analog of sulfur. What really will happen here? Here you have to know stoichiometry is involved. You have to understand that the question will be where pHs will attack. If it is happening in the first position or second position or above or below, there are the 4 possibilities. CH3 upside or downside, H will be top or bottom. Carbon will be first carbon or second carbon or top side or bottom side. These are the 4 possibilities. Let us see the answer. Here answer is B. Let us see why. This problem hide in the plain sight. Okay, you have to draw the chair form of cyclohexane. Okay, since it is a cyclohexane, we have to draw chair form. So we draw the chair form here. Since it is a transposition, the chair form both will be in trans form. Okay, then we draw the epoxide which is above the plane and methyl above the plane. Now you will have the clear picture where pHs minus can attack. Since CH3 is the bulky group, pHs minus definitely will not attack from second carbon, it will attack from first carbon. So the product SPH will be below, OH will be above. Definitely top attack is not possible, only below attack. So the product is there. You have to convert into the normal problem. So you have to write OH above, SPH below, H and methyl are opposite to each other. So the problem hide in the plain sight. It will be easy once you write in the chair form. The next question on amino acid. Then you have NaNO2HCl, which is diacetation compound. Then you have alkene there. So what will be the product here? So you have to guess the product. You have to guess the intermediate and establish this kind of diene attack. Let us see why. The first step is amine group will react, it will form diazo compound which is N2+. Here you could see there are 2 leaving groups, one is CO2 and N2. Both will leave and form the benzene. you have to identify that the intermediate is benzene. So you should know that when there is a benzene and there is a double bonded diene compound, what really will happen? 2 plus 2 cycloaddition will happen. Since there is a possibility of diene and dienophile, there will be a 2 plus 2 cycloaddition. So it's a kind of fused ring formation will be happen. So the double bond shift will be there. So the final product will be the alkene attached with phenyl group. So it's very easy. So you have to guess here benzene and 2 plus 2 cycloaddition here. Here the alkene given as trans form, you have to write as cis form. Why? Because it can be rotatable, because single bond is on middle, so it is easily rotatable. So it can be rotated back and forth, it will be easy. So here you have to guess benzene as well as 2 plus 2 cycloaddition. Then the next question on the carbonyl compound. Here the starting material is carbonyl compound with alkene with stereochemistry. The reagents are ester of dicarboxylic acid and base. The second step is heating. So what really happened, you have to guess here. There are the many possibilities. There is a simple acid formation or simple just attachment and ring closure, or it can be a complicated rings. First you have to know the reagent and naming reagent involved in this one. We will see why this problem is important. The answer is D. We will see why. First we will start from the ester, which is Knoevenagel reaction. We very well know. We remove the base, which is hydrogen, which is active hydrogen. So we will remove the hydrogen. Then we have the carbon ion, which can attack the carbonyl group. Since it is a nucleophile, the carbon has positive charge, it is attacking, which is Knoevenagel reaction. Then what really happened? Alkyl group is forming. If there is a alpha hydrogen, there is a possibility of heating with the elimination of water. So water elimination will happen. Then you have to see there is a 2 diene bonds. Then there will be a chance of ene formation. There will be a 6-member cyclic ring closure. Let us see how it will happen. To avoid the confusion, you have to number the carbon, then it will be easy. Here I written as alkene, then I try to convert it into chair form. There will be dialkene. Then you have to write the ene reaction. It will convert the ring closure and alkene formation. You have to move the electron to such a way that it forms the 6-member ring. Since the ring formation is stable, ring formation will happen. So the proton will go, donate the electron, then the double bond shifts between 7 to 2, then 2 to 1, finally carbon ion will form. Then if you add little bit hydrogen there, the negative charge will be vanished. So the final product will be cyclic one, which has 4 and 7 position attached methyl as well as isopropenyl, then COOMe. This looks complicated, but once you practice it will be easy. I always recommend you to write numbers while solving this kind of reactions. Then the next question on iodobenzene and alkyne alcohol. Here the first reagent is organometallic compound, which is palladium phosphine, copper iodide, and a base, which is amine, then the lithium aluminum hydride. There are the 4 possibilities there. There will be simple alkene formation or simple addition or simple substitution. Here the key is you have to understand the reagent. What is palladium compound? What lithium aluminum hydride can do? So the answer will be C. Let us see why. First let us take the alkyne compound. There will react with copper iodide. This is a naming reaction. This is just coupling reaction. So you remove the base, copper coupling will happen. Then the next step is coupling of phenyl group with alkyne. So once the coupling happen, carbon-carbon bond formation will be happen. Then the lithium aluminum hydride reduction, it will reduce only to double bond. You might have surprised how lithium aluminum hydride reduces the double bond to cis form. Here the solution for why it is cis. So this reduction specified by cyclic intermediate. This alkyne alcohol, R is the phenyl group there. First you attack with lithium aluminum hydride. There will be attack of aluminum and oxygen. Then the hydrogen transfer will happen. Once the hydrogen transfer will happen, charge will be developed. So to avoid the charge, it form the cyclic intermediate. Then the cyclic intermediate form only cis type of alcohol there. So the product will be the cis form. The OH group is called anchoring group because it holds the stereochemistry there. Hence the answer will be C. That's all from the first episode. Wait for the second one. Thanks for watching. If you have any suggestion, comment below.